All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
No, check, Patriot!
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third down from the gun, Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a safety, Ron Parker, there to make the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On third down, Mixon, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Smith catches left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Here's Michael Pilardi now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
They go 368.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. But it's caught on the right side, and Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Down right around the 25. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll set up a throw. And Olsen over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now back to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll drop to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Nick Vigil. coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 59 Mike. Check.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got Smith here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Gano's kick is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Mike Barton, here we go. We're good. We're good. Over here. You're good. Heads up.
The final act of the first half, Dalton, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Over here, yes. 368!
It's second down. Dalton looking. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. So Dalton now looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To mix it on the check down. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. And an alley to run. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They toss to Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dalton, 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ross. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The toss play to Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking it off.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two. Back to throw. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number one stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. To the left side here for Eifert. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
We got 3 down. Hey, they go 368. They go 368.
Dalton here from the gun. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down, Dalton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here you go, Cam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. Room to run inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
you